Why? Did you think we took 2 years off?
It's October in the 2018 Alberta Rocky Mountain Bighorn Sheep season, and we're looking for our second ram. Three years ago, it all came together to harvest our first ram.
Okay, go.
The most difficult hunt we've experienced brought us all closer together and eager for another opportunity. We had several projects that had a December deadline the following year. We were unable to spend as much time in the mountains as we had wanted. We had more opportunities to go sheep hunting in the 2017 season than the previous year. So we went out to our usual spot. Once again, we found rams, but they were not legal yet. It was time for a change. We set out to look for new territory. The longer the hike, the steeper the climb, the better. Somewhere so difficult to access, even hunters on horseback ignore. It is the first day of our 5-day trip. Our plan is to hike and snowshoe as far as possible into the backcountry and find a reliable water source near camp. Once we think we're deep enough into the backcountry, we will climb the mountains to get into the back bowls, areas that are more protected from the wind and might have less hunting pressure.
This is why you always bring a chair.
After a full day of traveling, it's time to start hunting. But today, we got hit with some very strong wind gusts.
$68.
63.
That's hitting 50. It's cold out.
On the third day, we stayed low and in the trees, and tried to spot wildlife traveling through the area. There was no wind yet, we found animals grazing on the hillside. Having good weather conditions, we tried to climb the summit again. At the top, there was little wind, a big difference from yesterday.
There you go. You saw a fat guy fall down a mountain.
I don't know where the hell that was sitting.
Sick of gators just aren't that great, eh?
That evening, we could hear the wind pick up, and snow was on the way. On the fourth day, we woke up to fresh snow which covered the entire bowl. We spent hours studying every rock face looking for sheep. Eventually, we did find a pair of illegal rams. But we noticed the clouds ripping across the sky. Our snow-covered bowl was about to become a windswept blizzard. Traveling back to camp was difficult. This is it, our final hunting day. The winds have stopped, and it's been snowing all morning. We noticed more sheep had arrived on the mountainside that were not there yesterday. And then, there they were, a pair of rams we haven't seen before.
Okay, we got about rams 500 yards in front of us here. We can't tell if they're legal or not. We got to get closer. It's still snowing, about 4 o'clock. We've got a couple hours left. Let's hope we can make a play on them. You go find some rams, Hershey?
Every day of the week. Twice on Sundays.
There you go. Let's go see if these guys are legal.
It's deceiving how deep the snow is.
Don't laugh. You try setting up a spotting scope in 2 feet of snow.
I want to start dropping elevation, okay?
Yeah, sure, I'll follow you. So, this has made life a lot harder for us. That's a grizzly bear. The rams we're looking for are right here.
Things just got difficult.
Got that right. So we got the rams are right here, and at say about 200 yards up the mountain, we have a grizzly rooting around.
God, I hate those things.
One of the rams is legal. Now we need to close the distance. Get as close as possible and shoot over the valley. We are aware of the grizzly on the mountainside, but we have made the call to continue the hunt.
Right here.
Here we go.
Okay. He's down.
Okay, what's that bear up to?
He's still sitting on the hill.
He's looking right at us.
He's coming down the mountain.
Keep an eye on him.
Hey, bear! Hey! Hey! bear! Hey!
Hold on, bear.
Susie the Grizzly, where are you? There's your ram, buddy. There you are, man.
He is.
Oh, I just fell in the snow.
Beautiful ram, brother.
The most intense hunt I have ever been on? Round number 2 is in the history books.
Well, we got it done, man, last night.
Yeah, that was a cold hunt, but I guess that's what happens when you're close to your glassing spot.
Yep. Well, I knew right away when we glassed him, it was about 3 o'clock, and it gets dark here at 7. So by the time we took the shot, we only had maybe an hour and a half till it got dark.
Yep.
And sure enough, we were hauling this guy out at the night.
Yep.
So why don't you tell me what happened, how it all went down?
Well, we started our glassing. We just went out to our kind of initial spot, and we could see the ewes and the lambs off on the one hillside, kind of where they always usually hang out. And we kind of saw them and sat back and watched them for a little bit. Then about an hour later, oh, there was a couple bigger bodied sheep off to the side that were lower down in the valley, and turned the spotting scope on them, and sure enough, there were 2 rams, and this guy happened to be one of them. And yeah, it took a while to figure out because the snow started to come in, but we managed to close the territory through some very deep snow. That took a lot of time. But yeah, we set up glassing spots, 2-3 different times to try and get different angles on them to judge them. And yeah, we got in there, and by the time we decided, yeah, we're comfortable, we want to take the shot, we got into about 350 yards, and yeah, took the shot, and had only about an hour to clean them out and get them going and get back to camp.
Yep. Well, I remember you saying when we first glassed him, he was about 700 yards away.
Yep.
Which was, well, for one thing, we had to get closer just to judge him. That was just too far of a shot. Then I realized you didn't bring a shooting stick. You were in 2 feet of snow. So how are you going to use that bipod?
Yeah, using the pack definitely helped for that. Laying that down kind of allowed the bipod to float on top of the snow, and kind of had to dig in and lay flat in there. But yeah, it turned out, and good thing the shot wasn't any further than what it had to be.
Well, again, luckily we didn't have a whole lot of wind, but that was not an easy shot, especially here in the mountains.
Yeah.
And you placed it perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Ram didn't suffer at all. Didn't spoil hardly any meat. And yeah, it was just, it happened fast, but it turned out to be pretty good.
Now the only thing I'm dreading now is we came in here, our packs are about 60 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be coming out close to 90. All right, let's break camp and get ourselves out of here.
Yeah, let's start the long walk.